LUTV News InFocus, where we feature interesting topics on campus, in the community, and in the world of culture. I am Briana Dupas. It is around that time to look for scholarships to pay for the 2021 school year. However, some students, specifically from older generations, have concerns about not having enough scholarships for the particular age group. Rebekah Maxwell, the Director of Scholarships, is here to talk about these concerns and steps they are taking to help mature students. How are you doing this afternoon?
Great. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. So can you start off by saying the different kinds of scholarships that are offered at Lamar?
Sure. Here at Lamar, we have two main types of scholarships. One is really for incoming freshmen. We have several scholarships that fall into that category, and we look at test scores like SAT and ACT and their class rank for those students to qualify for some of those general scholarships we have. Then we also have what we call endowed scholarships. Those are from funds that donors have given to Lamar University and expressed that they want that used for scholarship money. Those endowed scholarships are probably the scholarships that students from this group that you're talking about are going to want to look at.
Alrighty. So my next question would be, I've heard from previous students and current students who are part of the older age group, and they say that they don't have much of scholarships that are either promoted or being said to them about. So how would that go about? How would they promote? How would that promotion be?
Well, they can certainly look at any scholarships through our My Scholarship system. Once a student has been at Lamar for at least one semester, then we look at their Lamar GPA. And that Lamar GPA and what class they are here at Lamar, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, etc. Those endowed scholarships will look mostly at those types of qualifications for students. Then it depends on the scholarship. Some scholarships, if the donor is given money, sometimes they stipulate the major or the college, the academic college the student must come from, or if there's an organization or something else the donor is looking for, then the student has to qualify in that way. The reason some of those donors have a stipulation is because they're often looking back at the time they were in school and something they were really passionate about when they were a student, such as an organization, a student organization, or their own major that they're looking at. Any of our students, whether they're freshmen coming in the fall or if they're current students here at Lamar, can apply through our My Scholarship system, which is at lamar.edu/myscholarships.
Interesting. So what advice would you give to a mature student, as we call it, who are just very iffy about applying for these scholarships because of the simple fact that a lot of students that are younger than them are at that higher standpoint to get the scholarship than them?
I would definitely encourage them to apply every single year. We run into two issues typically whenever we're trying to award scholarships. One, we don't have enough students applying for that particular scholarship. And I've heard some students say, well, I didn't get a scholarship my first year at Lamar, so I'm not going to apply again. And actually, there are some scholarships that are only qualified once you get to your junior or senior year. So I tell students every single year, apply again. I was one of those students. I came in with a smaller scholarship when I was here at Lamar as a student, and I reapplied every single year, and it slowly built up. I got a little bit more each year. A second challenge that we run into is students are not checking their Lamar University email account. Whenever we send a scholarship offer to a student, it goes to their Lamar University email account. So if they're not checking that regularly, they may miss the opportunity to accept that scholarship, because we usually give them a deadline because we have certain funds that have to be spent in a certain academic year. So right now we're actually going through and having to re-award some scholarships because a student never accepted. We send them several reminders and try to get in touch with them. We even reach out to their department sometimes trying to encourage them to check their email.
I heard you just stated that you're giving away re-giving some scholarships. So that means that later on in the semester, if there's some money left, they can also apply for that as well.
Yes, that could come up if a student either didn't end up enrolling here at Lamar, or if they fell out of the qualifications for that scholarship for some reason, then we may have to re-award that scholarship. Students can also check with their departments On occasion, it doesn't happen very often, but on occasion, a department will have other funds come in throughout the year that go directly to that department, and they have to find a way to use it for a scholarship. So students can also check with their departments.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Rebekah, for speaking with us today.
Welcome.
And thank you for watching LUTV News in Focus. To see more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.